Well, it's official. The ABS challenge system is going to be implemented in every MLB game you're going to see in 2026, besides the ones that are played in stadiums without the most up-to-date technology, such as the Field of Dreams contest, the Mexico City Series, and Little League Classic. That's why today I wanted to take some time to explain exactly how the rules of this are going to work, so that for anybody who's curious, they'll have a solid understanding, as well as a potential reference if you see anything throughout the season that maybe looked a little funky to you. With that being said, let's hop into it. The basic rules are going to be as follows. Every team starts a contest with 2 challenges apiece, which catchers, hitters, or pitchers can initiate with a tap on their hat or helmet. Only these parties may challenge a ball or strike call, and they will have to do so, quote-unquote, immediately after a pitch is called. This is going to be left up to umpire discretion, but generally it's within 2 seconds, according to an article posted by Anthony Castrovince on MLB.com. There may occur, very rarely, instances where an umpire prevents a player from using their challenge if they deem that they got assistance from anybody on their team, or they just took too long. If they indeed manage to get it off in time and the challenge is successful, then the team who issued it will be allowed to keep theirs, meaning, theoretically, you could challenge 15 pitches throughout the course of a game, and as long as you were correct on at least 14 of those, they would all be legitimate. However, considering that only 52% of calls during spring training last year were overturned, it seems unlikely that teams will be able to get away with using more than 3 or 4 at most. Teams will also be given 1 additional ABS challenge per extra inning played, though these won't roll over to the following frame. So, for example, if a team didn't use theirs in the 10th, they won't get access to 2 in the 11th. Every player's automatic strike zone will be customized to their exact height. In fact, every player, per Anthony, has been measured by an independent source to determine exactly what their height is, so that there's no question of a uniform approach. It wouldn't be fair to have Jose Altuve's zone be the same as Aaron Judge. Another important aspect of this whole system to consider is the niche scenario where a call is made when a play is happening. For example, a runner tries to steal, or there was a pickoff attempt from the catcher. Based on precedent in the minor leagues, most of the time they'll just let the result of the play happen in front of them without interference. This means if a runner managed to steal second on a ball that ended up getting overturned, they'll allow him to remain on that base. Likewise, if somebody's picked off and a strike call is overturned to a ball, the runner will still be out. Ultimately, though, this will be left up to the umpiring crew's discretion. The last question I think worth asking at this point is, what happens if there's a glitch? Again, this is laid out very nicely by Castrovince, with the answer essentially being that if the scoreboard's having issues, the umpire will just tell both dugouts what the outcome was. And if the pitch, for whatever reason, was not able to be tracked, which only happened 4 times out of 88,000 calls in spring training last year, then the call will stand, but the team who issued it will not lose their challenge. If the issue persists throughout the game, ABS may be disregarded for the remainder of that contest. Anyway, I hope that's a decent breakdown of what's going to occur in 2026 in relation to this new system, and I look forward to being able to detail at some point who's the best and worst at using these challenges.
Alright everybody, if you made it this far, I appreciate you watching, and if you did, consider checking out any of these other videos on your screen right now for other content just like this. Also, if you ever see anything you'd like to see me detail in the video, feel free to reach out to my email, basebpoet@gmail.com, and if I end up using your idea, I'll give you a shout out. Thanks for watching. Have a great rest of your day.